Well, what's going on, fellow zombies? I didn't think I'd be doing another video, but looks like I am. It's 4:23 in the afternoon, West Coast time. It is the 26th of May, 2025. Memorial Day still marches on until the sun sets, and afterwards becomes Memorial Nighttime. And how was this done today? Well, it was done. It was done. I was going to be responding to a gentleman online, but I don't think I should. Because, you know what? It really doesn't matter at my point. I've seen how certain situations happen to other people, and believe me, it's hard on people. I was responding to a guy on YouTube who having a conniption fit over someone who posted something on TikTok or Instagram, one of those two, and basically saying that this is in poor taste on how this eviction of a relative was done. Well, the only thing I like to tell the guy is tough shit. This is reality check. Deal with it. I've seen management companies. I've seen other people toss other people's stuff outside, either on fictional or mostly in real, and they post stuff. And I think the shock value is going to be helping people out. My brother, when he was suffering through drug and alcohol abuse, at the time we didn't know what was his major malfunction. He came back home broken, and there was no way for us to know what the hell was going on. It took us decades to figure the stuff out. I think Ma and Dave had a discussion like shortly before Ma passed away, really into depth. But I had to stick to the meeting halls just to see what was going on throughout his 30 years of clean and sober. So I had to see what was going on, and I understood a lot more than what Ma did. At least I hoped I did. That whatever the stuff he was going through in the military when he was in there, and going through a great deal of crisis, affected him a great more. And I talked about a lot of it in my videos. Not to embarrass him. Not to embarrass him. He talked about his own self in the meeting halls. And usually in the meeting halls, it's what you hear here, when it's said here, let it stay here, or something like that. When you leave here, let it stay. Let it remain here, stay here. But, what you see in the halls isn't going to be broadcasted to anybody else. But in order for us to help the fellow addict, alcoholic, we have to tell him our stories. Even if we have to blast it out well after they're passed away, I'm using it as a message out there to the people who need recovery, who need to get out of their drug and alcohol issues. That there is a hope, there is a chance of recovering from this stuff. But you have to be clean and honest with yourself. There are 12 steps in recovery programs, and they are listed on the internet for the people and the public to read. It's not a secret thing. But a long time they had made it anonymous because they didn't want anybody else to know about their issues. They can go into the halls and talk to other people who are suffering through the thing, and they all helped each other out. They all made a community about it for years until we started broadcasting the damn thing out there. It's not my choice, not my thing, but it's a choice that we tell people what's going on or we don't. But I'm saying it because my brother's already gone, has been gone for several years, and I want his message out there of being a strength and hope for people to say that recovery is possible. You can live a long life of recovery. It doesn't mean it's going to have to be a happy one, but it just means that you're going to be living and surviving a year of recovery from it. But it's a one-day reprieve. every single day. So recovery is possible. Now, as for the situation where I was watching, where this one guy was mouthing off left and right on Instagram and TikTok about it, there's an uncle dealing with a niece who can't stand her because she is so deep in her drug and alcohol. He doesn't know how to deal with her. No matter how many times there's been discussions about it, he had issues over it. And apparently the guy tried to make clarification on why he made the video in the first place. To where the original poster of this video is like, well, I think it's indiscretion. I think it's that. And oh my God, I've heard so much. There's been over nearly a thousand comments on this guy's YouTube video about this shit. And most of it they don't like the guys doing this video in the first place. Not the uncle, but the original poster himself. Because what the hell's going on, man? I don't like this stuff. I'm embarrassing this guy because he's embarrassing his niece. This should have been hush hush, It shouldn't be out there in the open. Oh my God! He's having a conniption fit on this damn shit. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not dealing with this asshole. Because if he can't understand what the hell the family dynamics are and he doesn't have a heart for it, what the hell is he posting this shit in the first place? Because he wants likes. He wants people to recognize it and acknowledge it. And why am I saying? Because I'm pissed off about it. So I may send him a copy of this damn shit. But here's the thing about recovery, though. It's embarrassing to everybody out there. You get tossed on your ear. It doesn't matter if you're going through recovery or not. You're going to get tossed on your ear. Either you're going through evictions, one way or another. It's either by property management, law enforcement, or somebody that you know that's tossing your ass out. Saying, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. We've had this shit going on for God knows how long, and it's embarrassing to put it on social media. Where the hell is this asshole coming from? I know what it's like to get tossed on my ear because I've been there myself. Not because of drug and alcohol, because of other financial situations happening at that point. When you don't pay your rent, you get evicted. And I know what it feels like. I know what mad rush it feels like. I know what it is to have my stuff locked up in a place I lived for a short time and not get my stuff out. And I'm stuck with the stuff I just grabbed out and had to live. Did that with my brother. That wasn't fun. Decisions and choices we made that screwed things over. But you know what? Shit happens. Deal with it. If I happen to see people tossing out crap, you know what I see? Vultures. The apartment complex that I live in, guys. I've done this to a lot of people already in a lot of my videos throughout the years. I take them through the Google Maps and show them where the hell I live. And in the place I live out here in Rosemead, California, I'm living right next to Edwards Air Force Base. And we have housing all over the damn place. We have old trailer homes and we have new housing, and we've had housing for about 20 years built. Apartment complexes. This place has been here for about 15 years. I was here 5 years before I got into the place. So I've been here practically 10 years. I've seen people get tossed out. I've seen their stuff get tossed into a garbage can. And I've seen the garbage cans get raided. There was even one apartment that they had to get a big, huge trailer, storage trailer. And they tossed crap in there from this one apartment we had. It was crazy. Because unfortunately it turned out to be one of those vultures, and I didn't keep anything. I was just looky-loo at that point. I was thinking, why am I picking sort of garbage over here for shit I don't want or need? Because of curiosity, I gotta see what's going on. I just became like everybody else. A looky-loo for the crap. But I also know what it's like to lose my crap and have it locked out. I also know what it's like to have stuff in a storage locker and lose it because I couldn't afford to pay it. Tell me something I don't already know about being embarrassed. Let's make it public out there. Okay, I made it public on here. I'm waiting for the thunderbolts of criticism to come down and rain upon me. Oh my God, I'm afraid of the criticisms. Give me a fucking break, assholes. It's happened to a great many people for God knows how long of time. And we're making a conniption fit over this damn thing. This is what I'm having a problem with. Not that the original poster on either TikTok or Instagram made this thing. I think it was TikTok about eviction and what was going on, the story behind it. I'm not worried about that. There's a story in there. Understandable. Okay, got your point of view. So what's the problem? This one guy is embarrassed because he posted it. So I'm on a ranting and raving for this thing. Okay, so I know I said in my other videos about comments and about likes and not likes. And there's a time I was just so damn heated and hot and pissed off a lot of things that I said I didn't want the comments. Well, you guys are going to comment. Bring it on. You guys are going to not like it. Bring it on. That tells the Google that my channel is not worthy to watch. Okay, fine. But if it is liked, and if I do get subscribers out of this damn thing, now you really are scaring the crap out of me because there's actually people who want to know what's happening with this lunatic guy here. The guy who still hasn't taken a shower in a couple of months, or shaved, or had a decent haircut. And that being said, you want to comment? Bring it on. Just doesn't mean I'm going to be responding to it nicely or not.